Let's start gardening. Let's start from here. Barbecue was over there, pulled it over here. There was a bunch of hoses, 3 of them, that were just laying right here in this area covered by a lot of grass, so you couldn't really see them too much. But I decided to put them, one at the bottom, one curled up on the side, and then that big black one in the back. And the barbecue's that's still gonna be the barbecue spot where we leave it. And if we're gonna use it, we'll roll it out here somewhere, and then use it, and then just roll it back when we're done. Okay, right here we got these 2 cinder blocks I had behind this wall or fence, and they were just sitting there not being used. So I figured I had extra potting soil and plant something in there. Those are gonna be 2 per, let's say, cubby hole. 2 sunflowers. So hopefully they'll get enough sun in this area. And then there'll be like 4 or no, 8. Yeah, there'll be 8 sunflowers just chilling right here. Kind of covering up the tools a little bit, which is nice. I don't have a thing to put them in, so I might get one of those plastic storage sheds and put it right here, so that way I can put the garden tools in it. Okay, and this is what this area looks like now that the barbecues are moved. Right here's starting my compost, the holes in it, and I put them all around. So we got inside, it's full to the top. I might need to throw some of that away. It might be a little too much, but I'm just gonna let it sit there and leave it. And then this compost bin covers those tires a little bit. And it makes it look nice. Ben, leave those sticks alone. Those are Ben's, and let them dry out. Let them dry out so that way he can eat them. They won't be all wet, and it'll be easy for him to tear them apart. And then once he tears them apart, I'm just going to throw them in the compost. So I have this. A couple sunflowers that are right in there. Eventually mulch will come up over this whole area to cover it all. Might lay some bricks right here to prevent the mulch from rolling down. And right here I have these little wire fences. 2 of them over there. I had 3 altogether. Didn't need those 2. They're just rolled up in the corner. It's going to be the utility corner, I guess. And everything else is going to have growing food. Speaking of food. Anyway, yeah, so I set it out, pulled up all this grass. It was a lot easier. The roots were not as hardy, I guess, because it was kept nice and moist from having that cardboard on top of it. Over here. Goes around, stops right here. I set cardboard in the middle of all these to prevent grass from growing up in there, and then I'll just layer one thin layer of dirt on there. And right there you can see the cardboard sticking out. Alright, now the beds. This bed I didn't do anything to. I just readjusted the sprinklers in there. That's why it's wet. And in the back, mulch along the whole back end. Pulled out as much of the grass as I could and weeds, and then filled it up with mulch. And I might add some more mulch in there later if the grass or weeds start coming up again. But yeah, that's what I'm going to end up doing, just leaving that as mulch, the whole back end, to prevent the weeds and the grass. Alright, this one right here, planted 2 rows of radishes, and then maybe 2 rows right there of carrots, and then 2 rows of carrots, and then that back end row of lettuce, 2 rows of lettuce. And this one's all carrots, all heirloom carrot. I'm not sure which kind, what variety, but it's an heirloom. There's 7 rows of it, 8, 9. There's 9 or 10 rows in here. I added that Miracle-Gro soil into each one of these beds. That one, and that one. These 3 beds ended up taking 2 bags of that 1 cubic foot soil bag. All right, and this one, I'm going to spray that broccoli real quick with that insecticide soap to get off some of the little aphids that are on there now. This one, pulled out that other little dot. It was dead, basically. Broccoli that was down underneath this one. It didn't get any light anyway. As you can tell, see how it's got that angle, that arch to it? This little one does too. See, starts to arch over just a little bit. Yeah, that's because that's where a lot of the sun is. If you look up right here, it's all sky. But all this area is blocked off. See that? It's all blocked off. So the plants are going to, go in the direction of where the most sunlight is, and that's this open area right here. So I don't blame them. But this is definitely going to be an area for just dark, moist type crops. So in this bed, I'll tell you what I put. Rows after rows and more rows of lettuce. Different varieties, of course. They're not all going to be the same one. But there's about 2 or 3 rows of each variety of lettuce. There's 3 different varieties in here, I believe. And this is going to be mainly for lettuce. I think I'm going to turn this into a lettuce only perennial type garden where I'm going to let them grow up, bolt, let their seeds come out, and reseed this by itself. So that way I don't got to do anything. We'll have constant lettuce. And since we're in California, it doesn't really get that cold. I'm just going to set up where these are, or maybe on the outside. I'll set up some PVC pipe, and make like a teepee, and then go ahead and put plastic over it for during the winter when it gets a lot colder and all of that. And yeah, that's what it looks like right now. Looks pretty nice. Can't wait for all this new stuff to come in. And also I added this little trough planter. This is going to be the movable lettuce planter, where we can come right out the door, get some lettuce. When these are too low or we want a different variety, we'll have this box over here. But this one's going to be the one that's movable, and so that way when it's like in the summer we can still grow lettuce. Go on, Ben. See you guys later. Good job, boy. Did good today. Let's go.